our night at the Hard Rock Live with a matchup of two unbeatens. Even though he's 7-0, Luis Hernandez on the comeback trail. He faces 10-0 Puerto Rican lightweight Jesus Pabon. Luis Hernandez, he started his career as a 17-year-old in Texas in the year 2000. He was 6-0 when he was badly injured in a car accident in 2002. Left boxing for 5 years. Came back just over 2 weeks ago with a TKO win. Jesus Pabon, also unbeaten, but he's taken the more conventional route, averaging 4 fights a year, now 10-0 with 7 knockouts. They are scheduled for a 6-round fight. Hernandez has never gone 6. Frank Santori is the referee.
Trunks where they're supposed to be, keep your blows here or above. I say break, break. Questions? Good luck, guys.
Luis Hernandez in the black trunks. The car accident 5 years ago, Teddy, a lot to overcome with the injuries that he sustained. A punctured lung, broken collarbone, broken ribs, and he took a lot of time to heal himself up and then spent 2 years in and out of the gym training before his return last month.
Well, you can see Pabon is a southpaw.
Jesus Pabon coming off a 6-round win. Hernandez has never gone past 4 rounds. Pabon in the black with the silver trim.
The southpaw Pabon, most of his fights have been in Florida. Naturally bigger man, Joe. Most of his fights around junior welterweight limit, while Hernandez, when he was fighting before that almost 5-year layoff, was at featherweight and junior lightweight. Now after 5 years off, Hernandez fighting tonight at lightweight.
Pabon tries to dig to the body there. Sends a left hand down the center gap. Does the southpaw with the silver trim.
What's amazing about Hernandez, you know, he misses 5 years in his career, and he's only 24 years old. He turned pro extremely young at 17. All of the fights for Hernandez have been in Texas. First time venturing outside his home state. You know, you see 7-0 with 6 knockouts in Hernandez. We've been down this road before, Joe. Is it real power, or is it indicative of the opponents, the soft opponents that he's faced? One thing you would think it would mean that he's going to come out and take chances early. He's got 4 of those knockouts in the first round, Hernandez. Has not done that early tonight.
When he made his comeback after the 5-year break, he did score a TKO win in the 3rd round against Tamandre King. That was on July 20th. Just missed with that right hand. And as Pabon came in with a straight left hand, you saw Hernandez put a right hand to the belt line that got the warning from Frank Santori.
Well, Hernandez has the right idea, a little low with that right hand to the body, but going to the right place. When you miss something to the head, as Hernandez did to Pabon, you should automatically shift downstairs to a place that's not moving. Freeze that head up a little bit.
Coming to the end of round number 1, our opening bout, pitting unbeatens. Hank is picking in our main event tonight between Salmon and Joe Green. We have many celebs ringside, as is always the case here at the Hard Rock. Hope to visit with some of them. Round number 2 between Hernandez and Pabon. In that first round, Jesus Pabon was 26 of 93 on his total punches.
I mentioned that Hernandez, naturally the smaller man, he's coming in tonight, second heaviest weight of his career at 134 1/4, but down 4 3/4 pounds from his last fight 3 weeks ago. As we said, that first fight in 4 years and 11 months away from the game. working his way.
Oh, good right hand from Hernandez. Hernandez connects with a right hand upstairs again.
This is where
Pabon's hurt bad.
this is where he should make sure that he places one to the body to freeze that, and he does right there. Freeze that head movement a little bit, because you know the hurt fighter instinctively is going to try to move his head to survive. The legs are not there, and that's why the referee's stepping in with this 8 count, because if the ropes were not there, he would have went down.
A technical knockdown. Luis Hernandez scored the right hand. Now he jumps in here.
An
Let's see if he
eternity.
chases him again.
An eternity of time, and that's a good way to kill some of that time, because that's what you want to do right now, is kill some time. And exactly what happens. Hard to explain.
Frank Santori Jr., I believe, is deducting a point from Pabon. We'll get verification on that.
Hard to understand why he just did that. Hopefully, as you said, we will get an explanation to that.
But it has given Jesus Pabon valuable time to recover and to reverse things right away. Holy cow!
Well, that's what I was talking about. That time that was killed, for whatever reason, the referee stepped in there and killed that time after Pabon got off the ropes.
And now he's hurt again.
Gave him time to recover a little bit. But now, as you said, he's hurt and he's down again.
3 knockdowns in 1 round. Each man's been down. Pabon down for the 2nd time. What a round.
And again, right now,
It's over.
what I was just going to say is Pabon should not move. Those legs are not under him. And when he moved a little bit, they betrayed him. And the referee did what he had to do at that point. Stepped in and said no more. Well, you never know when a guy is 7-0 with six knockouts, if it's real or if it's manufactured because of light opponents. Tonight, if you ask Pabon, the power of Hernandez was real.
Amazing round. Round number 2. Luis Hernandez, who 5 years ago was in a car accident that caused injuries that kept him away from the sport he loves. A punctured lung, a broken collarbone, broken ribs. Left the game in 2002, came back just over 2 weeks ago, July 2007, and now goes through this wildly entertaining 2nd round and hands Jesus Pabon the first loss of his career.
So Pabon, the southpaw, had a good first round, but then he gets hurt there with a right hand. The southpaw killer, the punch that orthodox fighters, whether they're a puncher or not, always look for against the southpaw. That was scored a knockdown because the ropes kept him up. You could see Pabon's legs just not under, but he comes back and scores a counter knockdown there. But it wasn't long before Hernandez came back and again put Pabon down on the floor, and when he tried to move a little bit right there, you could see the legs not cooperating, and the referee said that will be enough. You know, it's a funny thing. The first round, Pabon looked like the more polished boxer. But one thing about fighting a puncher, he has that great eraser. You can't afford to make a mistake. You can win a round, you can win 2 rounds, you can win 3 rounds, but then one mistake, and all of a sudden, your night is over. And Hernandez had that power tonight.
It all started with the right hand from Luis Hernandez, and then he capped it with the TKO win. In between, perhaps one of the most entertaining rounds we've seen all year. They traded knockdowns. Hernandez put Pabon down twice. Pabon put Hernandez down once, and it ended by TKO. To get the official particulars, we send it up to the ring to Bob Alexander.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino, Hollywood, referee Frank Santori Jr. stops this bout at 2 minutes, 38 seconds of round number 2. Your winner by TKO, still undefeated, Luis El Mago Hernandez.
Hernandez, now 8-0 with 7 knockouts in his career. It was great while it lasted. They traded knockdowns, Hernandez scoring 2, and the TKO win. When we come back, Teddy Atlas on Marquez Vasquez.